There are days you open your eyes and your mind feels like fog. You have no idea why you're even awake. You scroll on your phone, 1 hour, 2 hours, but that empty feeling, still there. And then you think, maybe I'm just useless. But no, that's not true. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You just haven't figured out where to start. Everyone can succeed. But why doesn't everyone? You know you should go to the gym to stay healthy. You know eating clean helps you live longer and feel better. You know learning every day will help you grow and get better opportunities. But you don't do it. You delay. You wait for the right time. You tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow. Let me get ready first. Maybe when I feel motivated. Why? Because deep down, you're afraid. Afraid of failing. Afraid of not being good enough. Afraid of the unknown. And slowly, you've made procrastination a habit. Here's a simple truth. The difference between people who succeed and those who don't is not talent. It's who starts first. While you're planning, overthinking, and doubting, someone else is already doing. They're not sure either. They're not perfect. But they took the first step. You don't need to be the smartest in the room. You just need to start. Just open your laptop, open the file, and begin. Even if it's messy, even if you don't feel ready, you can't drive a parked car. You need to move first, then steer. Life works the same way. Look around you. How many people live with the thought, I need to do this? But months or even years go by, and nothing happens? Someone wants to learn English, but 2 years later, still can't hold a basic conversation. Someone wants to write a book, but keeps waiting for a long holiday to finally start. Someone wants to start a business, but every new idea ends with fear. They wait for motivation, wait for the perfect time, wait until they feel ready. But the truth is, motivation doesn't come first. It comes later. After you begin, after you show up and do the work, after you move beyond your fear. Nobody starts with full confidence. They start with uncertainty. And through action, clarity begins to appear. No one wants to procrastinate, but still, we do. Why? Reason 1, you're afraid to fail. You want things to be perfect. And if it's not perfect from the start, you don't even try. Reason 2, you expect too much from yourself. You believe everything has to be big and impressive. Writing a book? You want it to be as good as Paulo Coelho. Making videos? It needs to go viral. Reason 3, too many choices freeze you. Too many methods. Too many must-do steps. Too much information. It feels like you're preparing, but in reality, you're just postponing. Start small. If your goal feels too big, break it down. Want to learn English? Don't worry about fluency. Just learn 5 words today. Want to write a book? Write 1 paragraph. It doesn't have to be good. Want to build your personal brand? Post your first short message online. Don't worry if people like it or not. Trick your brain, say, I'll just do 5 minutes. That small start will pull you in. Before you know it, you've been working for 45 minutes. Be okay with mistakes. You will mess up. You will fall short. But that's part of the process. No one grows by only doing what's safe. Create a better environment. Clear your desk. Turn off phone notifications. Build a space that helps you focus. Action first, emotion follows. Don't wait to feel like it. Do it first, and motivation will come. Writers don't write because they're inspired. They write first, and then inspiration shows up. Let me tell you a story. In a quiet cafe in a busy city, 2 men sat together. One was a successful entrepreneur, financially free, with time for his passions. The other was a smart engineer, great skills, strong degree, but stuck. The engineer said, "Life feels hard. I make plans, I study, but I never reach the results I want. How can I succeed like you?" The entrepreneur smiled and said, "You're very smart. You're skilled. You were professionally trained. In your work, you always analyze risks carefully. You consider every possible scenario, even the rare ones, because one small mistake could lead to serious consequences. And that's the right approach for work. But here's where things go wrong. You apply that same mindset to everything in life. You spend so much time thinking, planning, trying to calculate every risk. But when things don't go exactly as expected, you stop, you hesitate, you go back to thinking, planning again, and in the end, you don't do anything. Me, I started before I was ready. I failed many times, but I learned and kept going. While you're thinking, I'm already doing. While you're writing Plan B, I already learned from messing up Plan A. Life doesn't reward the smartest. It rewards the ones who take action, who dare to fail and dare to rise again. The engineer sat in silence. He looked outside at the busy streets, watching people rush by, each on their own journey. And then he understood. His problem wasn't that he didn't know enough. It was that he knew too much, but did too little. You're not missing knowledge. You're not missing skills. You're only missing one thing: action. Start, even if it's small, even if it's messy, even if you're still scared. You can't go far without taking the first step. And that first step is always the hardest. Allow yourself to make mistakes. Believe that every action brings growth. So ask yourself, what are you waiting for? Start right now. If you succeed, share your story. If you fail, tell me what you learned. Either way, you're already ahead of the people who just keep thinking. Welcome to Digital Monk.